Chocolate Man is back. I was thinking, it's so rare that people really trust me, but when they do, like really, really trust me and they do exactly as I say, it's not that rare. But yeah, it is quite rare to do it completely, as in they follow my plan completely. It's very rare, but when it happens, their lives change. Whatever I told them, they get exactly what I told them. And not only that, but they get to change into this person who thinks differently, who acts differently, who's more confident. And it's so funny, like these people are very, very, very rare that they trust me enough to do exactly as I say. But it's also so interesting to think about it because it's such a big difference between what perception other people have about me and what perception these people have about me. It's so vastly different. Like the people who actually do what I say, they understand deeply that I don't bullshit. But it seems like it. Like it's so funny that most people think of me as a big mouth, know it all, who is talking out of his ass constantly. When in fact, I rarely talk out of my ass. I know just a few things and I talk about them, and usually I'm right. That's how I'm always right. No, but it's like I like to say things that I know I'm very, very sure that they are true. And people really think that, well, some people really think that I'm bullshitting, that I'm just having a lot of uh, fluff in my speech just because I seem overly confident in the things that I say. We have become, like, society has become quite skeptical of good people and very confident people. Like, we don't trust them. Like, it's super interesting to know, to actually, like, a lot of people have tried to, and succeeded, to trust me, and they have changed. But most of them said the change is too hard. Like, they gave up. So it wasn't like the things that I said were not possible, or but only one person actually believed me entirely from top to bottom, everything. And truly their life has changed. Even though they went back to the job that I helped them to get rid of and start a business and then start another business. So, they started two businesses because they trust in me. And both of them are highly profitable. They wouldn't have to work more than a month a year if they wanted. But they decided to work. That's what they want to do. And that was my fault. I was thinking that they are like me. They don't need a job because they understand how much of a waste of time it is. But they needed a job. They needed structure. And would argue that I need structure as well. Waking up at 12 and um, sleeping at 5. I slept at 5 yesterday. But it's so interesting to see the difference and to notice actually that whenever someone entrusts me that much, I don't really disappoint them. And we get to do fun things together. Sure, I had anxieties about what happens if it might not work for them, if they are not cut out for what I'm saying. Because in the past, people were not cut out for things that I was saying and making, and yeah, and they gave up. It takes a certain degree of grit, let's say. It takes a certain degree of just perseverance, perseverance, perseverance to actually go and do the things that you want to do and the things that I'm putting in front of you as an option, because that's exactly what I'm doing. Whenever I talk to people, I just put options in front of them, and that gives them another future to think about. I think that's the most interesting thing that you can do to people, to put futures in front of them that you can help them achieve. And if they do, their life will be better. But not all people can do this. But I like to do that, so I become better and better at it. But most people don't take me on the offer. Most people that I want to help. And I really do extend this offer to a lot of people. But they're like some of the most funny thing that I got was, but what are you gonna get out of this? I'm like, do I have to get anything? And then they were like, oh, but thinking that they were clever, being like, oh, you're just gonna boost your ego and your confidence out of this. And I'm like, so what? You're gonna get a business. Who gets more? I'm like, really? Do you prefer me being more confident? Do you prefer me being less confident and egotistical to having more money? That's funny. It's funny as heck. Like, yeah, but I truly what I would have gotten is a connection with someone that was very deep. Even though some people don't really appreciate that connection after it's formed, it would have been better if I didn't change them in that way. Because it truly changes you to become a business owner and to do the things that I'm saying. It really, really makes you a different person. You will not be the same person anymore if you follow the principles and you have proof that the principles that I'm saying, that I'm talking about, have so much backbone in terms of proof, focus, and I'm inventing words right now, but the idea still stands on its own. So, yeah. And most people don't recognize themselves if they actually do the things that I'm talking about. And it's interesting because I was really thinking about how different this person was in terms of trusting me. Because it's one to trust me to do some things. Like a lot of people do that because they pay me to do them things. They have confidence to pay me to do some things, and they entrust me in doing those. And they are right almost 100% of the time. But to trust me that what I'm saying applies to you, that's another level of trust. As you might have noticed, I'm not wearing a cap right now just because I slept for 4 hours, and whenever I do a 4 hour power nap, I get the most fabulous hair. And yeah, I just looked handsome, and I decided to wear it. I just put it as a wig. No. But yeah, today was interesting. I woke up. I couldn't sleep last night until like 5 in the morning. So I went out to a bar and I had a Coca-Cola. And then I went back home. It was amazing. I was like, really, I had an amazing conversation, just laughing and making fun and having a great time, even though I think the other persons were not really having that much of a fun time because I was teasing them. But that's fine. I also took Sophie with me to the bar and she liked it. She was the center of attention, much more than me, unfortunately. I wish I was as handsome as you, as beautiful as you. So now I'm going to transfer the files. Oh, yeah. Transfer the files and then edit everything. And I'm gonna go shopping. And after I go shopping, I'm gonna go do some sports and train Sophie. I'm trying to, I don't know if I said this, but I'm trying to emulate more energy, just spark a bit more life out of my squeeze that energy muscle and bring forth a bit more oomph, be more thick in my expression. Let's see how that goes. I really want to build a bit of momentum as it pertains to this issue. I want to be able to speak more handsomely, more devilishly, more loud and more energetic, to be a bit more present, a bit more, you know, how it goes. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.